Hey, what's going on, peeps? Corruption Dragon here, and we are playing F1 23, where I'll be popping my F1 cherry for the fact that I've never played any of F1. Never watched any races. Tried to on YouTube, but couldn't really find any good videos. Mostly everything seems to be highlights. But the only thing I pretty much do know about F1 is Lewis Hamilton, who's the obvious big big name and everything in F1. And then there's Danica Patrick over here in the US. She raced Formula One, F1, and went into NASCAR, and then that's pretty much it. I know some basic names, Alonso, Ocon, I believe, Schumacher, I believe there's a Hunt, I also think there's a Senna, I don't know, but, I mean, I just know very little names, like I said, the ones I named off. But anywho, I got no idea what I'm doing. I got no idea about the shifting with these cars, how they control, how they react, or anything. So let's go ahead and jump into Breakpoint 2. Don't know much about this story either, so let's jump right into it. Well, let's go ahead and try challenging. I always like the middle of the road.
Previously, in Breaking Point.
Aiden, please tell us, how does it feel to be on the verge of getting behind the wheel for your very first race?
I feel like a little kid. I look around and I'm surrounded by my heroes.
And tell me about Casper Ackerman. How is that relationship coming along?
That sucks.
It wasn't my fault.
Well, whose fault was it then?
He tried to stop them from signing you. Didn't want to play babysitter. We all feel sorry for you, mate. You never stood a chance with him.
I had a call this morning from Christian Horner. You're being watched.
You know what his problem is, don't you? Thinks you're getting too old.
You want respect, you give respect. That's how it works.
How about you give me a little respect?
How about you earn it first? I'm done.
You what?
I'm retiring.
Why didn't it work out between you two?
He's on more money than me.
What? He didn't want me on the team.
Didn't I? And you thought I was past my best?
So none of this is true?
There's always gossip in the paddock. And ever since he's arrived, there's been one man at the center of it all. I want us to push for fourth. I want us to beat Butler. And I want that seat to go to you.
So Alfa Romeo potentially on track to really upset AlphaTauri here. Butler's closing in on Ackerman. Down the inside he goes, and they've hit each other. Butler into the barrier, and that looks to be the end of the race for him. The Dutchman looks to be continuing at.
It's great to see him still in this fight, Crofty.
Go for third, Aiden.
What about Casper?
We let Aiden pass. Let Aiden pass.
We did it.
We did it. Have you seen the crash yet?
Butler's okay?
Bruised ego, perhaps.
Good. Didn't really care for him. Not from what I've seen and heard. Miami Grand Prix, several races into the 2022 season. Chapter 1, 2022. A new era of Formula One. An overhaul of the technical regulations marks the first major update to the sport for several years, but it's not only the new cars that are turning heads down the paddock.
What was it like bringing a brand new team to the F1 grid?
You know, the first time you see a car, your car, with your branding, your name on it, in an official race, alongside Ferrari, McLaren, Mercedes, That's what it's all about.
You make it sound like a dream come true.
If only.
When did you first get a sense of what was in store for Connor Sport?
2022 season, straight out of the box. The drivers were always going to clash. That was a calculated risk. But the car... The car had problems.
We're midway through the Miami Grand Prix. It's been a cracking race so far, and it's all up for grabs.
Absolutely, Crofty. Some fantastic driving here today. Especially, I have to say, from Aiden Jackson. I don't think I've ever seen the Connor Sport car being put through its paces quite like this.
This is a team, Connor Sport, that have got a lot to prove this season, but Jackson might just be the man to do it.
Alright, here we go. See how much I can jack this up.
Okay, Aiden, nice job so far. Let's try and bring that gap down to the car ahead if you can. Copy that. And the gap behind us is 1.9 seconds.
Whoop. Ah! Yeah, that was my bad.
Great manoeuvre. You made it look so easy.
Yeah, that was my bad. That was poor.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 2.8 seconds. That's just 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Ooh, getting a little loose there.
I'm losing power! Why am I losing power? Copy that, we see it. We're looking into it. Okay, I'm afraid you're going to have to retire the car, please, Aiden. Retire the car. You're joking! I'm sorry, Aiden. Pull over now, please. Pull over now. This is getting ridiculous.
And that's agonising for Jackson. Just a few laps left to go, and he's out of the Miami Grand Prix.
Oh, with every race, the car looks like a constant problem for Connor Sport. It must be devastating for the drivers.
Confirmation as the car comes to a halt. The Connor Sports Aiden Jackson won't be seeing the checkered flag today, but it looks like his teammate will. Jackson's DNF puts Devon Butler in a position where he might just be able to secure some points for Connor Sports.
Aiden's out. Yep, engine problem, I'm afraid. Good job you got me. All right, Devon, don't push it too hard. We cannot risk losing both cars here. It's in the bag, mate. Yeah, how's Devon doing? Yeah, he's doing all right, mate. He looks like he's going to bring home some points for the team. Good for him.
Yeah. Good for him. Coffee bastard. Miami Grand Prix post-race. Chapter 1. Frustration. An engine issue forces Connor Sports Aiden Jackson to retire from the Miami Grand Prix only a few laps from the end of the race. We ridiculous.
It's not one thing, then it's another. Did you not see what happened out there today?
Aiden, I agree with you 100%. We are doing everything we can. I know the car is not perfect, but...
Andreo, it's every race. Do you know how I look losing easy points like this?
Knock, knock. Sounds like there's a riot show going on in here. What am I missing?
Not now, Devon.
Aiden and I were just discussing issues with the car.
Again? I thought that was all in hand. I had no problems today. Smooth. You know what they say? A shoddy workman always blames his tools. mate. You can look at my setup data anytime you want. I've told you that. It might help.
And I've told you before. It's not a setup issue. The problem is...
Jackson. That was the problem with the 2022 season. Ask anyone. I mean, at the end of 21, everyone thought Aiden was going to be signed by one of the big three. But, I guess they couldn't reach an agreement, so we both signed for Connorsport.
And do you think that affected Aiden?
That's no secret. Now, for that 22 season, Jackson was a nightmare.
Hate arrogant. I hate arrogant people. I really do.
Aiden, hey, I wanted to give you a heads up. Now look, the crew has shared the latest telemetry data with us.
Fine, but I don't think it will tell me anything I don't already know.
Just humor me, okay? I'd like you to go through it. Let me know if anything jumps out. I'm keen to iron out these problems as quickly as possible for you.
Sure thing. Thanks, Andrea.
No thanks needed. I've got your back, Aiden. Remember what I said when you joined the team. I won't let you down. Ackerman wouldn't let me hear the end of it.
Yeah, sounds like Casper. You know he told me the same, right? It's just tricky, what with the car and Devon poking his nose in any chance he gets.
There is a lot going on for sure, but we're a team. We'll get there. I'll have a word with Devon. Tell him to give you some space, both on and off the track, okay?
Yeah, all right. Good luck with that.
Exactly. Good luck with that. Yeah, I'm not gonna read these emails and stuff like that. I'll just kind of go through them a little bit for you guys, kind of slow. If you guys want to read them, then you can pause it and everything and read them yourself if you're interested in how in depth this is. I still really like the fact of the whole facial movement features and stuff like that they got put into this game. It's awesome how in depth they went. Canadian Grand Prix, 6 weeks later. Chapter 2, Connorsport's maiden season continues to be marred by inconsistencies, but team principal Andrea O'Connor, remains hopeful that their luck will start to change as the paddock heads to Montreal. You're the boss. Throughout the course of Breaking Point 2, you not only control the drivers, but also Connorsport's team principal, Andrea O'Connor. During these visits to the team data center, Andrea will have to make difficult decisions covering a range of topics during department. Have to choose to respond to these events will have a direct effect on the many things such as performance and reputation. They may even affect bonus objectives for upcoming races.
Hey boss, got a couple of minutes?
With this being their home circuit, Stroll and Latifi, Edify, I don't know. have been all over the media this weekend. One particular outlet appeared bent on using our recent struggles to pump up the expectations of the home drivers. They indicate that Connor Sports were easy fodder for the Canadian pair, and that our drivers shouldn't put up much competition. This will affect the bonus objectives of the upcoming race. Fodder? We'll show who's fodder. Yeah, I agree. Definitely. Let me see here. Devin was on a particular streamer's channel earlier this week and promises a behind-the-scenes tour of our factory for next Thursday. This clashes with the scheduled team building days for the engineers back to the factory. Normally, I would say we don't let Devin's flights of fancy intervene with our plans. You know what? We'll have to reschedule. Nope. Cancel the team building. What? Nope. Devin doesn't run this team. Definitely decline. I am so sorry to burst your bubble, Devin. Grr.
Andreo! Just going over those last-minute strategy changes you sent over.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to make it clear, whatever happens out there today, I get pit priority, yeah?
Well, we'll see how the race develops. If you need priority, you'll get it. But I can't go into the race with that on the table.
Look. We all know Jackson's not pulling his weight. Now, if you want the points, I need to make sure he's not going to get in my way. Do you get me?
Devon, we've talked about this. Give Aiden some space. It's not about you getting in the way of each other. It's about everyone pulling together, racing as a team.
Of course, yeah. So, pit priority, yeah? All right, ciao.
Oh, if he was my teammate, I'd put him into the wall. Urgh. So irritating. It really is. Yeah, I would just love to put him into the wall. We're in 15th. Awesome. Canadian Grand Prix mid-race, chapter 2, with several laps remaining, and Jackson pushes on as he hopes to secure some much-needed points for Connor Sports.
Into turn 2 we go now. Butler comes out of the pit lane. Jackson is right there with him. This is dicey, Ant. Neither one of these two wants to give way.
This would have been a lot cleaner if Jackson had just let him go. He's just not giving him an inch.
They continue onwards, still wheel to wheel, almost touching there as well, as we head down the straight towards the next chicane. Nothing to separate either car, and through the chicane we go. And now Jackson sends them both off the track, and Butler over a curb. That looked nasty.
And I do believe that one of their cars is damaged here, Crofty. I think it's Butler.
Damage, Ant, but also they've lost places too.
Unbelievable and totally unnecessary as well.
Well, one damaged car, places now to make up. What a complete mess that was.
Yeah.
What was that? Where did he even think it was going to go? Okay, calm yourself down. We'll look at it in the debrief later, but right now I want you to go and get those places back. Come on, let's go.
Dang it. Ah! Seriously.
Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left. Caution, caution. And gap to the car in front is 5.0 seconds.
Yeah, that sucked.
Okay, you're in the top 10. Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps. Okay, the gap behind is 2.7 seconds.
Dang it!
Okay, gap ahead is 4.7 seconds. Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home. Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Dang it! Ah!
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Dang!
So it's been a day of drama here at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve today. But Ant, what stood out for you?
Well, it must be the Connor Sport moment between the two drivers there, banging wheels, not giving each other room on track. It was entertaining, of course, but definitely for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, we enjoyed it, certainly. And Aiden Jackson, well, he'd have enjoyed the result. He did well to recover.
He did do well to recover, but, you know, you never want to see two cars, if you're the team boss, seeing two cars hit each other. It's rule number 1, don't hit your teammate.
Given all the problems they've had this season, though, getting one car over the finish line, that's probably a big result for them today. Here come our winners now, a thrilling race and a tremendous effort.
Yeah. We didn't play, so. Canadian Grand Prix post-race, Chapter 2. Nothing ever changes. Jackson and Butler's rivalry from the past 2 seasons seem to be alive and, well, even when they're teammates. Their unwillingness to concede position to each other at the Canadian Grand Prix is a bad look for Connor Sport. Sadly, yes, it does.
Aiden, just a heads up. We're putting the debrief back by 30 minutes.
Okay, thanks for letting me know.
Listen, while I've got you on, what happened out there today?
It wasn't my fault. Devon thinks he's the only one driving.
I don't want to dwell on it too much at the meeting, but this is not how we run a team. You know this.
Of course. It's just...
No, I don't want to hear it. We have enough problems as it is. Whatever has gone on between you two in the past, I need you to put it to bed.
Sure.
I don't want to have to talk to you like this, Aiden, and I'll be saying the same to Devon. Come on now.
Sure.
See you at the debrief.
I mean, yeah, we could have let Devon go and everything because, I mean, we already know who's a better driver altogether, and we could have probably easily passed him. You know, but then again, you know, we know Devon. He likes to let his ego just carry away. Hungarian Grand Prix several weeks later, Chapter 3. With over half of the 2022 season now in the books and having endured more than their fair share of teething issues, Aiden Jackson and the team at Connor Sports attempt to prove the doubters wrong and make a strong statement before heading into the summer break. Oh, God.
Hey there, can you raise that lamp about 6 inches, right? Excellent. A butler should always look sharp.
God.
So.
At what point in the 22 season was it clear to you that the team was struggling?
Oh, well, right after the Hungarian GP. I may only be the money, but even to me it was obvious. The whole thing was a shambles.
Yet again, Connor Sports, Jackson and Butler battling it out on track. It seems as
Hang
if
on
they...
2 seconds, Nat.
Okay, Devon, Aiden's lapping faster than you. I need you to let him pass, please. Devon, do you copy? Listen to me, I need you to let Aiden pass now.
Butler just completely blanking the order there. Seems like he didn't even acknowledge it.
Too true, but as you can see, no way through for Jackson. No way at all. This Connor Sport rivalry is getting heated on the track here in Hungary.
I'll pin him into the wall if I have to.
Oh, come on, this is a joke. Our gap behind is 5.2 seconds. your gap to the car in front is 2.6 seconds.
Dang it. Ah.
Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 3.5 seconds.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that really stunk.
Okay, clear. What's he doing? Oh, come on, this is a joke. Okay, push, push. Gap to the car behind. 4.6 seconds.
Man. I know what my problem is. I know what my problem is.
Green flag.
My problem is my shifting. I know that's exactly what it is.
Come on, this is a joke.
That's what I'm talking about. Get out of my way. Now, if I could just keep it on the track.
Okay, gap to the car ahead is 1.9 seconds.
Alright, so we need a fastest lap, we gotta get in at 8th. Seriously.
And that's just 5 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 3.0 seconds.
Ah! Woohoo! Tokyo Drift. Go wide. Not looking good.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
Oh, it doesn't look like I want to make this secondary objective. come on, Ricardo.
Easy on the aggression. We need clean overtakes or we'll get a penalty. Final lap, push, push. Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Oh, what the? This really sucks. Oh, finish the top 10.
Nice move, good job.
Oh, come on. Come, she's Yeah, that was a lousy. Lousy pass.
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up. Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.6 seconds.
Get off grass.
You're catching the car ahead by a couple of seconds a lap now. Really good.
Yeah, I can't get that turn right. But that's your cane.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Oh, that was a better. Ugh. Seriously, Russell? Come on!
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 4.5 seconds. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap.
Alright, that was better. Did that she can a whole lot better. It. He won.
Yes! Woo! Yes!
So Nats, who else out there deserves a mention today?
Well, I feel like there are a couple, but let's start with Aiden Jackson.
Couldn't agree more. Jackson had a brilliant race, didn't he?
Yeah, we know Connor Sport have struggled all season. Jackson's done really well today, and that's in spite of the problems with his own teammate.
Even before they became teammates, these two had their fair share of run-ins. It's a fascinating rivalry. You can't take your eyes off it for one moment. But nonetheless, some much-needed points today for Connor Sport. A show-stopping performance from the 3 drivers approaching the podium right now. It's been an interesting Grand Prix, that's for sure.
It's kind of funny how they're not wet either. It's great they show that.
Well, a good race out there again today, Aiden, but what we do all want to know, what exactly happened with Devon? It sounded like he completely ignored a direct team order.
No idea. That's for Devon to answer. These things happen. He was out of order, but what do you expect? As much as I want to say this and everything, we gotta keep the media on our side, I think, and let's just go with I had no idea. As for Devin to answer.
I've no clue about that, Natalie. We're completely different strategies. That'd be for Devin to answer. I'm just focused on what I need to do.
Well, he did certainly seem to cause you some trouble out there today, and after
Does
that,
he
and
ever?
what happened in Canada, what would you say to those wondering if the old Jackson-Butler rivalry is well and truly back?
Old habits die hard. That's in the past. We're focused on making Connor Sports a success. The problem is Devin will never change. I think there's a little typo there, but that could be me. I think the press takes what rivalry more serious than we do. I'm going to go with this because I am, for one, trying to focus on Connor Sports, making it a success. I don't know about him.
No, that's in the past, definitely. We're in the same team now. That's what matters. If there's anything that happens between me and Devin on track, it's because we're so focused on making Connor Sports a success. We're bound to tread on each other's toes from time to time.
So issues with Devon aside, how do you feel it went out there today? Do you think the team will be pleased with your performance?
I think so. Car performed well, and I did everything I could. Good results, but there's always room for improvement. I could have pushed harder. I'm going to go with good results, even though there's room for improvement. No, I'm gonna go with this. Car did perform pretty good.
Yeah, I think so. I did everything I could today, and the car performed really well. I think I found some good pace, and yeah, forgetting any other hiccups, I think the team will be happy.
So you mentioned the car there. In that regard, Connor Sports not had the easiest of times so far this season. Has that all been sorted? Are those reliability concerns well and truly behind you?
These are common problems for a new team. No promises today. I'm confident the team will have it all in hand. I hope so, but we'll see what happens over the next few races. I'm gonna go with this. There are problems for a new team.
At the end of the day, there's always going to be common problems for a new team like us. But everyone at the factory, everyone's working really, really hard, and I'm super proud of them. Each race is going to take us a step further to where we need to be.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I think it went pretty well. Hungarian Grand Prix post-race chapter 3. Despite Devin's lack of cooperation during the race, Aiden still manages to get past his Connor Sport teammate and secure points for the team at the Hungaroring.
Okay, I'll leave that in your capable hands. Devin, you had a problem with a team order today?
Didn't happen.
What?
Look, I know everyone's saying I ignored it, but it didn't happen. I never got the order. Check the comms.
Shoddy workman always blames his tools, eh?
Check the comms.
Okay,
Yeah,
we
step
checked
up for
the
that.
communication pipeline. Fix it. This cannot happen again.
Typical.
Aiden, listen.
What's the point?
It's just Devon being Devon.
Dice.
That makes it okay? He's an arrogant...
No, you're right to call him out. But imagine if we didn't give him certain freedoms. He'd be even harder to manage. As his father, I know.
Yeah, you shouldn't fed him with a silver
Best
spoon.
driver that we have, and it's right for you to put Devon in his place. He needs it. The team needs it.
Thanks. Between you and me, I don't think this team is right for me. I think...
Honestly, we don't deserve you. And I know that you're being discussed at other teams, so just keep doing what you're doing.
Sure. I'm sorry if I've spoken out of turn. About Devon.
Not at all. You know the best way to keep Devon in his place?
What's that?
Beat him.
Like I said, if you didn't keep, like,
Could you take a look at this, please?
keep sticking up for him and everything else, even though he's your son and stuff like that, if you didn't feed him like with a silver spoon either, that doesn't help. Star Wars and Qatar Sports have been contacted by a film production company. They are currently in the pre-production phase for the latest installment of the ever-popular Throttle Zone movie franchise and want to offer a cameo role to one of our drivers. They are also keen to use Qatar Sports branding within the picture, and it would be an excellent opportunity to help put the team on the map. The question is, which driver should represent Qatar Sport in the movie? Well, gee, I freaking wonder. Aiden, of course. Alright, when challenged by the press about disregarding the team order during today's race, Devon went public with the comms issue. We're now being pressured for a statement. What is our response? We don't want to create any unnecessary controversy. We'll protect Devon for now and confirm. Oh my god. You can't go around making these claims, state there is no issues with the cons, and that should keep Devon in his. I so want to do this. I really so want to do this. We still don't know ourselves. Let's be open and state that we're still running tests and looking into it. We're going to have to be cautious with this one, definitely. The team building days back at the factory went ahead as planned, and we've recently received some really positive feedback from those in attendance. We know that there were some disappointed grumblings online about the fact that Devon's promised tour never went ahead, but they are dying down and now. Well, of course. That's how you put Devon in his place, bastard. Alright.
Davidoff.
So, I had a word with Aiden.
And?
Nothing to worry about. Don't think there'll be any more problems.
What did you say?
Doesn't matter. We level with each other. Just leave Aiden to me from now on.
And, what about Devon?
What about Devon?
We both know it wasn't the comms, right?
Andrea, listen. Devon may push his luck from time to time, but I won't have his integrity questioned. If he says it was the comms, then you know what to do. Yes?
Right. Sure. I'll have them checked again.
See that you do.
And the same outcome will come about. There was nothing wrong with the comms. Stop protecting him. Stop protecting him. I don't know, but that's that. I think I'm gonna call it quits. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. And stay tuned as we continue on and head into the next chapter. So until next time, stay healthy. Bye.